And when you say die to all that, you really awaken the terror of not knowing. This gives me security in knowing. Then knowledge becomes the field of my safety. And you ask me, give all that up, die to all that. I say, you're insane. How can I die to that? That's part of me.
There's a very, very beautiful Zen saying that seems to relate to this when it's understood correctly. Speaks of jumping off the cliff with hands free. Jumping off the cliff with hands free. The hands
that hold.
Always grasping the past or reaching out towards the future, and we never get off that horizontal track. It's like a Lionel train, forever goes on.
So then comes the question, what is living in the present? Death is the future. Yeah. And I have lived for 40 years, all the accumulated. What is the present? The present is the death of the content. You follow, sir?
Yes.
And that, I don't know, it has got immense beauty in that. Because that means no conflict. You follow, sir? No tomorrow. If you tell a man who loves, who is going to enjoy that man or woman next tomorrow, he said, when you say there is no tomorrow, he said, what are you talking about?
Yes, I know. Sometimes you will say, when you've said something, sounds absurd.
Of course.
And of course, in relation to the way we've been taught to do analysis,
so
it sounds absurd.
There, sir, can we educate children, students, to live totally differently? Live and understand and act with this sense of understanding the content and the beauty of it all.
If I've understood you correctly, there's only one answer to that question. Yes. Yes. Sounds, it wouldn't, I think the word here wouldn't be absurd. It would be something like wild. Wouldn't it? Yes. I see now what you mean about death and birth as non-temporally related in terms of the question that we raised about their relation earlier. Because when you say there's this incarnation now upon the instant,
yes,
then
no, if you see the beauty of it, sir, the thing takes place.
Then it's happened. Then it has...
is not the result of mentation.
No.
It's not the result of immense thinking. It is actual perception of what is.
And the amazement that it is the same energy at root.
Yes, sir.
Doesn't take something over here that's
Not
a different energy called God.
No. Outside agency brought in here. It is the same wasted energy, dissipated energy, which is no longer dissipated.
Exactly.
Therefore it is...
Exactly. This throws totally... I'm beginning now to use the words absolutely and totally, which in the academy, you know, we're advised to be very careful of.
I know.
But I'm sorry about all that. The fact remains that it is total. It is total.
Yes.
There is a total change. And the transformation of each individual is a total
is not within the field of time and knowledge.
Is not within the field of time and knowledge.
You see how to relate.
Yes, and then the profound seriousness of it that attends when one sees the rest of that sentence of yours. It is the responsibility of each. Yes. And if I may add just one other thing here, because it seems to me that it's coming together. That it isn't the responsibility of one over against the other to do something. It is to come with and to, as the other is coming to and with, and we begin together.
Yes, sir.
To have a look.
Share together, learn together.
Just quietly having a look. And in that activity, which is not planned, one of the amazing things about this conversation is that it, to use your beautiful word, flowers.
It flowers, yes.
It doesn't require an imposition without of a contrivance, of a management. Somehow it grows out of itself. It's this thing of growing out of itself that relates to this thing that you've been talking about in consciousness. By pointing to the head, I don't mean consciousness out here. No, but it's the out of itself that it's like that water that turns in on itself.
But it remains water.
It remains water, exactly. Oh, this has been a wonderful revelation. The whole thing about death, living, and love. I do hope when we have our next conversation that we could begin to pursue this in relation to education even further.
Further, yes, sir.